Alright, snapback's on. Now you know I'm serious. Thanks for the bits, yes. And the prime onion. Let's hop on that chess grind. Like, look at that. 532 puzzles in like 2.5 hours. That's a lot of fucking puzzles. Oh. Call Daniel for prep. Yeah, he's at a. Oh, here we go. Hey, man.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. So it seems that. Well, how do you feel, first of all? The big hour is upon you.
If I lose, I'd rather it be to Ludwig anyway, so I'm not like super stressed out. But I would obviously like to win. And in that front, after last night's massive puzzle rush here, I'm feeling kind of confident.
Wow, I'm looking at your stream. That is crazy. That is work right there.
That was a lot of work.
That's amazing. That's just looking at all those green checks makes me just all weak at I get weak at the knees.
Of course.
Wow, that's like an ocean of green checks.
Oh yeah, it extends off the page too.
That's crazy. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more comfortable, like tactically speaking.
Yeah, I think that helped a lot.
In terms of openings, Ludwig, I mean, we could take a quick look if you want. I just kind of downloaded his recent games just now.
Yeah, sure, I'll take a look.
Let me just real quickly invite you to an analysis board. I mean, there's basically a choice that you have of whether you want to sort of deviate from what you've been playing so far or whether you want to deepen that. I think, you're going to get a good position with the white pieces, and I'm just going to show you what he's been playing when he's white. Okay, just invited you.
All right, I'm in.
So when you're playing black, he's going to play e4. And he's been toggling between several different openings here. It's hard to predict exactly what he's going to play. So I'm checking. Give me a second. Let me see what he's played most recently. He just played XQC, and I think he played the Italian. Let me see. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. Oh, XQC played knight f6, so that's a moot point. Okay, so he's played the Scotch, and yeah, he's played a lot of the Scotch. He's actually quite likely to play the Scotch. Which is what XQC played.
Okay.
Do you remember what we discussed here?
Yep, it's take pawn and then push bishop out when he takes with knight, right?
Yeah. So takes bishop c5, and now against knight takes c6. Do you remember the move here?
Yep, bringing queen out to f6.
Bringing the queen out to f6. Now I don't think he's gonna miss the mate. I think he's probably gonna defend against it. He's a pretty good player. But against queen f3, as we discussed, you can take on c6.
Yeah.
And the key is just not to blunder your queen. And in general, my biggest piece of advice, there's two things. Number one, time management, okay? This is, I think, going to be the decider of this game. You can't get yourself under, like 2 minutes and 15 moves. You just can't. You can't allow yourself to do that. So you just have to make a move at some point. You're going to enter situations in which you're unsure of what to do, and you just have to kind of realize that beforehand. The second thing is to just be more alert for tactics than you've ever been, ever. Like every single move, you are like explicitly searching the position, combing the position for any sources of tactics. Does he have a king and a queen on the same diagonal? Pin. Does he have a king and a queen on a forkable situation? Fork. Does he have two undefended pieces? And the key thing that I want to make clear is that when he's attacking your piece, don't just react. Don't just look tunnel vision at your queen that's hanging and say, I got to move my queen. look at all of the potential mating squares. Remember that discovery you had against Slicker, knight e7 check followed by queen a8 mate?
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I want you to pay attention to. Look at very closely the safety of his king. For example, if you have a bishop somewhere in d3 and you see a pawn on h7 that might be a checkmating square, maybe you can push your pawn out of the way to clear up the bishop. So constantly be thinking in those regards. I think you can beat him in tactics. He misses a lot of tactics. Nobody's taken it to him yet in that way. And he is pretty slow himself.
Okay, that sounds good then.
So with white, yeah, so he's very likely to play the Scotch. He might also play the Italian. And here you just develop normally bishop c5. You know these positions pretty well. Where is there any opening that you're less comfortable in? Because with black, he plays e5, and you're going to have another Italian. And he's probably going to play bishop c5, d3. So this position's probably going to occur on the board. I could show you like a more interesting line here, but I think you should stick to what you know for this game, for these games.
Okay, which is just pushing up d6, freeing bishop, right?
Yeah, freeing the bishop, and let me see if he's encountered this one moment. Specifically this move, or let me see what he does. Prepare against black. e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. Okay, so he's played, yeah, bishop c5 basically exclusively. d3. He's probably going to go d6. He's going to go d6 would be my guess. And, ooh. Actually, knight g5 is a very interesting move in this position. This is a very interesting move. If you really want to test him, this move is very interesting. Because you're attacking the pawn. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he's only got one good way of defending the pawn. If he brings his bishop out, you're going to take it. And now I wouldn't even take it with the knight. I would bring my queen out to g4 and then take it with the queen. And he's in deep trouble already.
Okay, all right, I like that.
So he's got to find the move knight to h6. And you're not going to take the pawn here, but what you've accomplished, you see how awkward this knight is now?
Yeah.
You've basically provoked him into placing his knight on a very awkward position. Now you can simply castle, and if he chases it away with f6, just to practice really quickly, what is the drawback of this move? What does it weaken?
It weakens the f7 diagonal attacking the king, which means I can get like a check on h5 with the queen.
Exactly, which is what you do. You're hoping for this. And don't be afraid to attack. Sacrifice. If king e7, is he actually threatening to take your knight here, for example?
No.
Because of the pin. I like the speed with which you're responding. So knight c3 here, moves like these is what I'd like you to find, okay? Because that's going to immediately alert him to the fact that you're not just coming here to screw around. You're coming here to play chess. And that forces him to make decisions as well. Okay, he's going to be, can I take the knight? That's going to suck up like a minute of his clock. That's what you're aiming for. This knight is aiming for d5. Okay?
Okay.
So this is what I would recommend if he plays d6. Now, if he doesn't play f6, if he castles himself, which is very likely, then you can... First of all, you can always go c3 and prepare the move d4, the central expansion, but you can also just go knight c3. And this knight is lodged on g5. You can't chase it away. He can attack your queen here, but now you can just move your queen up to d2. That's totally fine. And then you can chase his bishop away with h3. Watch his moves knight d4. So for example, here, this would be inferior due to knight d4 threatening c2. So I'd like you to watch for two things specifically. Pins along against your knight. Remember that concept where he pins your knight and then attacks it with knight d4?
Yeah.
That's the first thing. The second thing is watch forks. Watch him putting his knight on d4 or b4 and attacking these pawns. Don't allow him to just run circles over you in that regard. If you don't feel comfortable, though, you can play knight c3. But I really think knight g5 could cost him something.
Okay, I'll look for knight g5.
What if he tries to counterattack with queen f6? What's the simplest way of defending this pawn harmoniously?
Just pushing the pawn up.
This?
Yeah.
But this creates a lot of weaknesses. Remember, now you can't
now
castle.
I can't castle, right.
So castling simply defends the pawn. Very, very careful about these pawn moves next to your king. Before you're making a move, very quickly ask yourself, does it create a drawback? Now, the answer might be yes, and you have to weigh the pros and cons of a move. But don't just mindlessly push up a bunch of pawns because you're going to create weaknesses along your king. Okay? And another thing is I'm saying a lot of don'ts, and I don't mean to just be negative Nancy here, but it's just very, very important that you don't autopilot the opening. Look specifically at what he's doing. And it's okay to violate these principles of the opening if you have something better that you're doing, such as the move knight g5. Okay?
Yeah, it sounds good.
I think you shouldn't overburden yourself with like too much opening prep. Another thing he's done before is he's played the 4 knights defense. He's brought his other knight out first, and then he's played d4. This is Ludwig playing white. Okay. And here you do the same thing. You take, and now you go, well, actually here you can already pin his knight. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he's not going to know what to do here. This is a theoretical line, but white has to know very precise sequence of move. Now, the one thing you've been doing is taking with the wrong pawn here. What pawn do you take with?
I've been taking
according to our principles.
Yeah, I've been taking with the D pawn just because it frees up that file, but it should be the B pawn, right?
Right, because taking with the D pawn allows an endgame. I know Ludwig's he was ordered a book on endgames. He's been studying endgames. Try to avoid unnecessary queen trades. Whoops, sorry. When possible. Now, that doesn't mean you should never trade queens. But another benefit of the move BC, you were actually creating a threat here already. Do you see it?
Yeah.
What is black threatening? What
is black threatening? So on black side, I'm threatening to bring the bishop out and probably look to something like a... A6 isn't the move because he still has his bishop there, but it could stop him from castling down the line.
Yeah, yeah. So he should play the move F3 here. I don't think he's going to know this move. One moment. Yeah, basically F3 is the good move. I think he might play this. And now you like castle here in this position, and then you prepare the move D5. But we'll see. I mean, just do what makes you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable doing that knight G5 stuff, then just develop normally. I wouldn't worry too much about the opening, but the key is to watch for tactics.
Okay, yeah, I'll just try and keep my eyes on it.
Yeah, and I know that people are saying he might be... I mean, I realize that this match will not be decided by openings. Neither of you are crazy in the opening. The key is going to be to prioritize speed and tactical vision in the middle game. The game is going to be decided by who sees more tactics. It's very, very simple. I'm predicting that now, and the time management as well. Okay. So you have 40 minutes until the game. Do you want to... I'm going to have to go in about 10 minutes because I'm simultaneously teaching a camp. But my students are solving their own problems, and I'm muted on the call. Do you want to jump into the pool for one more game? Do you want to solve some problems while I'm watching? Sort of what would make you more confident?
Let's hop into the pool, get one game
Sounds
in.
Great.
Since I did nothing but puzzles last night, I don't think...
Yeah, which is actually a good thing. That's going to pay off. But why'd you start with knight c3 out of curiosity?
Just because I was expecting him to just immediately go into knight to f6, but I guess I probably shouldn't play that way.
Yeah, this is fine. I mean, knight f3 is what we discussed, but this is the Vienna game. That's fine as well.
So now we've talked about this, right? But I can't do it now because I played the
Not
C3.
Because you put the wrong knight. Yeah. So develop your other knight. Yep. But you're attentive to this, which I like.
This would have been pushing pawn to d4.
Yeah, and you can do that now. You could have pushed the pawn to d4, but you can still push it to d4 at a future point. All of these systems of development are just alternates. Now, he's played bishop g4, discouraging you from doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how we normally meet the move bishop g4. We want to include a set of moves so that, if necessary, you can end the pin entirely. Do you remember what move that is? Yep, bingo.
Yeah. Thanks to the resub, Devin.
And, again, forcing him to make a decision... He can take the knight, he can move his bishop away, but that, again, you've got to play the clock constantly. Okay.
So now I want to look to push my pawn up to d4 here because it hasn't changed.
You're tunnel visioning. You're not asking yourself, and this is what you have to do.
Yep.
You're not identifying the threat of your opponent's previous move, and you have to do that.
Hanging bishop. Hanging bishop, yep. So in this situation, do I want to drop it back to keep bishop? Or do I want to take?
Or you can take. I mean, if you take, the benefit of that is his pawn structure is disrupted.
True.
You know, you have to evaluate, okay, what happens if I take? How does the position change? Remember the two critical questions. What is his threat? And what is the drawback of his move?
Right.
I want to hear you explicitly asking these questions during your game. That is going to help you a ton.
Thanks to the prime Kruger and Kane.
Now you can basically do what you wanted to do earlier.
Yeah.
Yep, nice. and you're going to basically exploit the new weaknesses that he's created around his king, and that pawn on e6 is going to be weak.
So now I just want to take this, which threatens the knight he takes with the pawn, right? So.
Sure. And now he's going to be saddled with these sort of doubled pawns. It's not that great. Now, if you were playing Ludwig here, you see that a queen trade is on deck. Can you avoid that queen trade without like ruining your position?
Yeah, I just bring the queen over there to e2.
Bingo. And that queen now has new prospects. Do you see where that queen had hop onto to attack his pawns? There's 2 squares that I'm looking at potentially. What are they?
Well, on knight side, I could go all the way to h5, place in check, and then try and look to win some material.
But I'm saying immediately, like on the next move potentially.
Then I'd want to go over there to.
Okay, he's gone knight b4.
I mean,
drawbacks of his move. How's the position change? This is a perfect application of that.
Yeah. So it's not protected by any pawns. So if I put him in check, I win that knight.
Nope, it's protected by the bishop.
Oh, I'm too ingrained in the forks.
But he has left something hanging.
Oh.
What has he left undefended?
Just this pawn. Yeah.
Pawn on e5. Yeah. And remember, we talked about this yesterday. You have to just satisfy yourself with winning pawns. You're not always going to find ways to just win entire pieces. And if you would have checked on b5 against Ludwig and then, oh shit, he's defending the bishop, that's okay. You just bring the queen back. Okay.
This seems like a bit of a silly play here.
Yep, it is. It is.
Basically prime Montag. Even if I did check
don't worry, the fork training is going to pay off. I guarantee it. But don't expect that there's now going to be a fork every single time, every single move.
Well, I mean, there very well could be.
But if he develops his bishop to b4, however, then I would expect that training to pay off. Another reminder, your c1 bishop, don't automatically assume that it always belongs on g5. Like, if he doesn't have a knight on f6, putting a bishop on g5 is sometimes counterproductive because it just, it looks into like the thin air. Okay. Now, just don't overthink it. Don't abandon the principles. You haven't completed your development.
True. So in this position, do I want to castle first or develop bishop?
Doesn't matter. I would castle just because you're up a piece. You don't want to give him any monkey business surrounding your king. Yeah.
So the move that I was looking at, and I don't know if it's really a good one, was going to just be pushing knight over there to b5 and then looking to take bishop.
That's not a bad move. You can do it. Yeah, that's a good move. He does have a defense there. He can drop his bishop back to b6, and then he's defending the pawn on c7. But I would give that move like a b.
Okay.
I would target that pawn on e6. I would basically start by identifying the weak pawns.
And going for those.
I would target them. Or I would continue my development. So bring that bishop out or bring the rook out.
Okay, so...
You do have kind of a fork here with your queen, believe it or not. It's not like a great fork, but it is technically a fork. It just forks 2 pawns.
It's b3, right?
Yeah.
What is that one? A B or a C there? What was the grade?
That would be an A-. I would play. Okay. I would actually play queen b3 because if he allows you to capture e6, look, you want to put Ludwig in a situation. The more threats you create that don't disrupt your position, the higher the chance that he's going to blunder. Okay, he's not that experienced in tactics. I think he's been doing more endgames and openings. So you want to make the position very, very sharp. Because all it takes is one big blunder, okay? He blunders his queen. Also look for discoveries, okay? If you are pinning a piece that he has, or you have a bishop that's x-raying his queen, you weren't doing that as much yesterday, make sure you do that today, okay? Especially if he moves the pawn in front of his king, look very closely at whether he hasn't opened any diagonals that you can now use to deliver discovered checks on.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry to like overload you with all this stuff. It's just sort of the more of this you do, the higher the chance that you're going to see stuff during the game.
Right. So him pushing queen, the threat.
He's attacking your knight, but he's abandoned. What can you now do?
I can just protect it by taking that e6 pawn.
Yep, with check, and you're killing all the birds with one stone. And then what's your follow-up going to be after he moves this game? I'm curious if you find this move.
I was just,
You have a nice little developing move that also attacks his queen.
It was just bringing the bishop out to e3, right?
Yep, that's exactly what I would do. You could also give a check on f7 with the knight, but I wouldn't hunt for gold here until you finish develop. Well, okay, wow,
That's big. That's
that is
big.
that rook right there.
I like that. That's what I like to see. So he's giving me a free rook, so obviously I just want to take
Is
this here and just keep going.
Yeah, yep. I would have even taken with a knight, but that's something we'll talk about after the tournament. That's like the next set of tactical concepts. It's not going to, you're not going to be able to apply it against Ludwig necessarily, and it's not necessary. You're up a rook and a knight. Let's see your conversion. And if possible, when a piece is attacked, you don't just want to retreat it automatically. You sometimes want to defend it while also developing a piece. The more objectives you accomplish with only one move, the better.
That makes sense.
And that's what I mean by not being reactive. Let's say Ludwig attacks your bishop. You're sometimes only looking at that bishop and say, I have to retreat it. But sometimes you have to ask yourself, well, wait, maybe he's left his queen exposed. Maybe I can counterattack one of his pieces. That sort of thinking is something you can already do at this point.
Okay, well, that sounds good to me.
But I don't know what he's thinking about. He has only one legal move. I think he's just cursing his fate.
Yeah, he's probably not very happy with playing that rook there.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I mean, he is fooked here. No, but your chances are good. Ludwig is probably one of the stronger players in the field. He's got a lot of experience playing, but he makes a lot of mistakes, just like everybody else. So if you adhere to the basic principles, you don't beat yourself. He's probably going to get into time pressure, and he's not that great in time pressure. Not that anybody is. I really like him. I think it's like two awesome people in the final, but obviously I'm not going to make it a secret who I'm rooting for.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, XCC was close to beating him, actually. He was up 1-0, much like you yesterday.
It's just one of those things, man. Sometimes you just buckle down in the next game, still play like dog shit and get lucky.
Exactly. Finally, he's pulled this move from the depths of his soul.
Now, there's no way I can convert a mate off of this, right? I've been looking because
not immediately. You have to bring all your ponies to the nursery party first.
Yeah. So the first order of business I was looking at is either getting the knight out or protecting the knight somewhere. And I guess my question would be which one's better, because I can bring bishop over to protect my knight from his queen, or I can just bring the queen back.
I would bring either is great, actually. I would bring the bishop out, just in the name of completing the development, sort of reinforcing the importance of principles.
Okay.
Anyhow. Yeah. I mean, you're up a rook and a piece. And if you are winning and you're up a bunch of pieces, at that point, there's often going to be more than one way to win the game. So don't try to find the solution. Just make moves that you can explain. Every move you should be able to explain. Okay, this is what I'm accomplishing with this move. I'm attacking his piece. I'm developing my piece. Every move needs to be logical in that regard.
Here's the fork training paid off. I see it immediately. There's a fork on b5.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's not a fork per se because his bishop is defended, but you do accomplish a very, very useful trade.
Yeah.
Did you notice that he can take your pawn, though, on e4?
I did not. I actually did not see that.
So that is going to be one of the X factors. What pieces do my moves relinquish? Okay, right. I'm defending a piece. I'm moving a piece. Am I relinquished? And the same thing for Ludwig. Has he relinquished the defense on any piece? That's going to be absolutely vital that you do this test every single move.
Shit.
Okay, now you need to solve problems with a nice tactical idea. So if you move your bishop back, what happens?
My knight's hanging.
Yeah, but after he takes your knight, in that position, you have a very strong move. His queen and his bishop at that point are going to be in one file. What can you do then?
I can pin his pin his queen to his bishop. Okay.
Yep.
So I just want to drop bishop back, right? I'm looking to drop bishop back to g3 here.
Yep. Actually, not to h2, because then you would be able to take that h2 bishop with check. The bishop g3 is the only move.
Okay, cool. Damn. Again, I looked at the fork without seeing what it gave up. That's a shame.
So that's going to be the other thing, right? Especially if a piece or a pawn is defended only by another piece, and you're moving that piece, you got to pay attention to that.
Right. So now that he's taken with his bishop, what do I want to look for here? Do I just immediately take back and then
Wait, but we discussed this. This is exactly what we discussed. Look at
Oh,
his queen
right,
and his
right,
bishop
right.
in one file.
Sorry. Yeah.
Don't scare me.
Sorry. I guess I'm just looking too deep into like a checkmate or something. I don't know why.
Yep, and remember that's another form of tunnel vision.
Yeah.
If you're winning, remember you can simplify the position. The number of moves in the game doesn't matter as long as you bring it to the end. Okay, so what now? Order of operations here.
So my queen's being attacked. I can't just give up my queen here, so I can't take bishop yet.
Not yet, but first you can do what? Remember, when you're up this much material, you can simplify.
By just trading the queens?
Trading the queens and then take his bishop, yeah.
Okay.
And you're up. We put the threshold at a rook. If you're up a rook or more, and he's offering a queen trade, you have enough know-how in the end game to beat him from that position. So don't be afraid. Now, it doesn't matter. See, this is a great example. It doesn't matter what you take the bishop with. Literally does not matter.
Okay.
Both moves are equally good. So this is where you can save a lot of time. These decisions that aren't critical don't take like more than 10, 15 seconds on them.
Okay.
You want to give yourself enough time to win a winning position. If you have 10 seconds here, that's not good for anybody.
So how will I, well, I guess in the moment, but how would I recognize that these two moves are equal?
Well, I'm talking specifically about cases where you're up a lot of pieces. If you find yourself winning and you're up a lot of pieces and you can capture a pawn with like 3 different pieces, that's most likely not going to matter. Yeah, knight c7 is good. Knight d6 would have also been a very good move, keeping the knight toward the center. But again, all of these moves are equivalent, and you can continue to simplify with your next move.
Yeah, so taking this
knight. Keep simplifying. Take the knight, yeah. And if he takes the bishop with the pawn, this is another excellent... You can actually simplify even further with a rook trade. Do you see it?
If he takes with his pawn?
Yes, you can trade rooks. And this is a great example of not being reactive, looking only at the knight and assuming you have to move the knight.
Right.
You can make a counter blow.
I see it, yeah, just pushing the rook to e8, which is protected by the knight.
Yep. Exactly. Or even you could push it to e7, activate the rook, and defend the knight at the same time, but pushing it to e8 would trade rooks. If he takes the knight with his rook, then you have basically an equivalent idea, but not to e8. To what square can you push the rook?
Right up there to e7.
Bingo. And either he has to trade rooks or he has to give up that pawn on g7, which is going to be disastrous. If he takes your bishop, then you take his rook. And then you ladder checkmate him on the 8th ring.
Right.
So the game is basically over. And you have 3 minutes. That's perfect. Now remember the plans that we discussed here. Just collect all of his pawns, make new queens, and checkmate him.
Okay, so now I'm going to take that rook and then immediately just start to look to push my pawns.
Yep. Okay. Well, I would collect his pawns on the queen side first. Use your rook to just vacuum up all of his pawns on the queen side.
Okay, so fastest...
And for that, you need to activate your rook as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so fastest here is d1, bringing it up to d7. Okay.
Bingo, d7, and then you're going to just take all of his pawns. You can even give your bishop up, and you don't really need it, but I wouldn't do that for shits and giggles. I mean, if you can avoid it.
Right.
Yeah. I might have to abandon you before I finish. I see you through to the win here. I have like a minute or so.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
But give me a couple more good moves.
All right, it's just, I'm going to bring it.
You could have also gone back to c7. He's now going to play probably c5, and then you can put the rook on d5, and then all of his... Well, here is a good example of don't give that bishop up for nothing. Just move it away first.
Okay. So it's never worth to just let that happen. So
I mean, not unless you have like queens on the board and stuff like that.
Okay. I could have brought it back to attack another pawn, I guess. I just sent it back.
Doesn't matter. Again, as long as you play fast in these situations, then the increment will really help you.
Okay, so in this, so what is the fastest way to take these pawns then with my rook? Do I just drop it
d5
down? Okay, so drop it down to d5 and come in horizontally.
He can't save all 3 of his pawns, right? If he pushes the c pawn, you take the b pawn. If he pushes the b pawn, you take the c pawn.
Right.
And then if he goes a4 and then b3, all you need is 1 pawn in order to make a queen. And then the technique is that you use the rook to cut his king off from accessing that pawn, and then you just see that pawn through. Okay. Good. So you're freezing his pawns. And then you're going to pick off the a pawn.
Yeah.
So, and then you're going to use the rook to cut off the king, etc. Don't stalemate him, though.
Okay.
All right. So while you're winning...
So this is another thing I need help with. So right now, do I want to take that a pawn and push this way? So that way he has usable moves for his pawns on the other side?
Yeah, just go rook a5 or rook c4. Versus what?
Versus just pushing the other pawns as well. They're looking for anything on the king side.
Pushing the other pawns is it's going to be harder to create a passed pawn. Okay, you already have a ready-made passed pawn on the a file, and his king is on the other side of the board, so it just has a free passage to promotion.
Sounds good.
You don't need to touch the other pawns, nor do you need to like specifically allow him to have moves. Just don't deprive his king of all possible squares, and he's resigned.
Yeah.
Very nice.
If he did push that pawn up there to g5, do I want to take it? Because that
take it.
Okay.
Even don't overthink it. Take it. It doesn't matter. You could ignore him, but why not? Take it.
I guess I'm just worried about a stalemate because I've done that a lot of times where I snatch up all the pawns and then accidentally trap the king.
Yeah, just make sure his king has at least one square. Like explicitly check his king moves. Oh, he can move his king here. If I make another queen, he's still gonna have this move with his king, and that's gonna avoid stalemate. You don't need to like go out of your way.
Okay.
But you're in great shape. I mean, I can just sense the tactical sharpness. This is gonna pay off. I just want to say, regardless of the result, I am very proud of all the work you've been doing. You have crossed freaking Mount Everest and climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. And if you think about where you were a month ago, you have to pat yourself on the back. But
it's a good teacher.
I'm not saying you're not going to win. I believe in you. I think you're sharp, and I think you're going to outplay him. And the key is just to be confident in yourself and manage your time. Always look at the clock. Make sure you're playing fast. And make sure that you're explicitly looking for tactics on every move. All right.
Yep, that sounds about right to me.
All right, man. I'll definitely be watching, and I'll be cheering you on. Godspeed, and we'll talk afterward, man.
Sounds good, man. Talk to you soon.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks, Kitty Hawk. All right. This is a good time to take a piss. I'll be back in just a second. I'll try and remember my training. We'll see. Here's hoping I don't make big fucking mistakes again. Cause God knows I was fucking up last match. I'm not gonna spy on Ludwig. Lud sniped you though? I don't care. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Even if that was true, it doesn't matter. Are you allowed to look at chat during the game? No. It has to be closed. Regardless though, I'm getting 3K for second place and you can't be too upset about that. I'm playing against a friend and you know what? That ain't too shabby. Just do good. Yeah, I'll try not to blow ass. Thanks for the resub, board boy. Next Duel Links stream? Probably once I finish Last of Us 2, and then I'm gonna probably go through Persona 4, then Bikini Bottom. I got knocked into consolation by Yasuo. It was a heartbreaker. It was a sad one. Just imagine Daniels yelling over your shoulder in the match. That's not a bad idea. Thanks, Subby. No, I haven't started Persona 4 yet. Hey man, that's not true. I could have won through champions. I think I stood a good chance of at least getting to finals of champions bracket if I didn't play like dog shit in the last couple games. Can you make a custom Watto fleshlight? Sure, I mean, shit, fuck. It sounds pretty cool. Thanks to the Prime Sloth. He's learning a new opening right this moment. That's fine. That's fine. What the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean he's learning a new opening? Is he teaching him the Karo Kan? I'm gonna be tight if it's the Karo Kan again. I'm gonna be so fucking sad if it's the Karo Kan. I hate that. I think I still remember the progression, but I still don't like it. Hans is teaching him the open, but they're not showing it on stream. Oh, you motherfucker. You dirty boy. You dirty, dirty boy. He said he'll checkmate in 10 moves. Alright, I'll look for something similar then. He fucked XQC hard? Not really. Didn't he lose the first game? I wouldn't call that fucking him hard. I'm not gonna do any puzzles or anything. And now that show finished, Subby. It's cancelled. Second game he had 97.7 accuracy. It's alright. It's not, that doesn't intimidate me. I've had that too, and I'm not the best player in the world. Thanks, Subby. Did I sleep well last night? I didn't get a ton of sleep. I got up early. I went to bed real late and I got up early, started streaming Last of Us 2. I already did change the title and all that. Yeah, The Last of Us 2 isn't great, man. It's not terrible. It's not, like, bad, but it's not very good. Which is a real shame. A couple times, Radar. Once or twice. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Subby. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. Thanks, Meridian. Yeah, podcast was fun last night. How do I feel about Skate 4? I'm looking forward to it, man. I didn't see the announcement or anything, but I heard about it, so that's pretty cool. Do you genuinely enjoy chess, or is it all for the meme? I don't think anyone's doing it for the meme, bro. Like, XQC has like 80 hours in chess. I probably have around 80 hours or more in chess. Same with Ludwig. Ludwig bought books on chess. Like, that's a big commitment for a meme. Holy shit, Subby. God damn, appreciate the 12k bits. Holy fuck, thank you, man. Appreciate the generosity. Yeah, I know. I heard he's learning a pretty wild and wacky opening, but not showing it. I've heard. God, thanks again, Subby. Ludwig will blunder. We'll see. We'll fucking see. I think it's gonna come down to me finding some good forks. I feel like that's the only poetic way of doing this because I did 532 puzzles of forks and double attacks last night. I think that's what is going to be the deciding factor here. Me finding some crazy forks. What time is the finals? In 10, 15 minutes, something like that. Somewhere in that ballpark. Damn, I really want to fucking win this, though. You're not wrong about that, BG. It very well could. Did I play Quantum League? I did not. How far are you into the bracket? This is the finals. This is the last match of the chess tournament, the Pog Champs. Are you going to the Twitch Rivals tourney? I got an invite. I haven't replied to it yet, though. I forgot to. Maybe. I could be up for it. I really want to squeak this out, though. I really want to squeak it out. Thanks to the Prime. Akua. Greek gift. I don't think I will be doing any Greek gifts in this. Not against Ludwig. That's a little too risky. The man is all fundamentals. All the time. What do you mean, don't give him hints? Unlike him, I'm not getting like some special under the table fucking advice here for a new opening last minute. I'm just hanging out, gonna play my game, see how that does for me, I suppose. Thanks, Ludwig. I'm just gonna buckle down, get him with some fat high octane shit. Am I gonna do more chess tournaments though? I might do Twitch Rivals. I don't know. Probably though. Is it best of 3? Yeah. 2 wins. Thanks for the tier 1 pickle force. And the prime Huggleton. I'm gonna try not to take like 30 minutes on a move. We'll see. We'll see how that pans out for me. It's hard. Ludwig takes a lot of time too, though. I think we're pretty even in that respect. Thanks to the prime fat. Word on the street is Ludwig's gonna do the Cincinnati Slapper. I thought that move was outlawed. No, I would never twirl my mustache. It sounds terrible. Ludwig is playing fast? No! Fuck! That is not what I want to hear! I did a lot of puzzles, man. I've done a ton of puzzles. And hopefully it'll pay off. That's cute. Thanks, Gelatiny. So 2 wins. You can win 2 10-minute games, or you win 1 10-minute game and then a 3-minute game if it's tied. That's how it works. Voyboy won the championship? Really? How did that shit wrap up? Let me see. Ah, he won on time. He won on time. Oh, man. That sucks. That fucking sucks. Thanks to the prime Marlin. I'm gonna try not to time out. I need to make quick moves, better decisions. I need to recognize certain things on the board, of course. You know, I gotta put the pieces where they're gonna be safe and scary, you know? This is the first championship I've ever been in for anything. This is cool. This is a cool feeling. Well, I mean, it's not even the championship. This is literally loser's championship. It's a participation trophy championship. And even that's cool. Thanks for the tier 1 Ant DD. And the resubs Soul Calibur and Jake. And the tier 1 subby. Appreciate it. Thanks for generosity. Hey, Chanty. Thanks, Harmon. Will you stream after the game? Yeah, once the tournament's over, I'm going back to Last of Us 2. I really would like to beat that today. Voyboy cheese the win. A win's a win, man. A win is a win. I know Ludwig's good. I fucking know. I know. And I'm not exactly playing my best chess as of recently. So Ludwig's on like this upward trajectory of chess talent, and meanwhile I'm going like right into the shitter. So before I plummet down there into the septic tank, I need to somehow squeak out 2 wins today. Thanks for the prime, Mufasa. Thanks for the prime, green tub. In the bits east. Thanks for the tier 1, James. Who the fuck do you mean most people expected me to lose it all early? What? What does that mean? That's fucked up. I played pretty well from the get-go. I didn't know people expected me to lose immediately. It's kind of upsetting. Thanks for the resub, Zach, and the gift sub, Chanty, Prime Dildo, and Undermined. Daniel will lead you. I agree. I think Daniel will lead me as well. Thanks for the tier 1, McLovin. Can someone remind me, what was the... How can I go back on this board? Can I move pieces on this? What was the knight... Jesus. Okay, I can move pieces. So what was the progression again? Oh, now I'm playing something totally different. I'm trying to remember what the knight... What the fuck was it? Oh, it's my move. So what was it? I'm looking at knight d5. Obviously this isn't it, because he just takes my queen here. But what was it with knight d5? I don't remember what the progression was. I think it's only if he pushes that. No, that can't be right. Fuck, I don't remember. I don't remember when I should look for that. Forget about legals. I mean, I'm not gonna go for it. If it's offered to me, I'll do it, but yeah, I'm not gonna go for it or anything. What is this? Oh, this is Daniel's game. Oh, wait, this is good then. Yeah, okay, so there's a couple lines in here. Wait, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh, this is just one of Daniel's games against somebody in his chat. Isn't your match now? Yeah, whenever they're done with interviews, yeah. So probably like another 10 minutes or so, I'd say. I'll just improvise, I guess, because I don't remember the G5 move. I don't remember the right progression. Thanks to the prime boot snatcher. And the prime imagine. I can't watch the VOD back. I'm still streaming. I think one of my big problems, at least in the last game, was playing extremely defensive. I think that's one of the big things that fucked me. So why does the replay stop here? Thanks for the bits, Tossiture. He surrendered because he could not win with that queen mate. Fair. Thanks for the prime hot iced tea. And the gift sub zombie. You can watch VODs in progress. I don't know how to do that. It's the first I've heard of that. Thanks for the resub, Don Drulio. Stalemate with Ludwig? Maybe. If I start getting a little too behind, I'm going to try and offer a draw. Take it to a 3-minute blitz game or something. What's your elo? I'm like 857. I was over 900 for quite a little while, but then I transitioned into doing 3-minute games, and it just was bad. It was really bad. Thanks for the gift sub, Chanty. Here it is. That's it. Okay, let me see.
And he's only got one good way of defending the pawn. If he brings his bishop out, you're going to take it. And now I wouldn't even take it with the knight. I would bring my queen out to g4 and then take it with the queen. And he's in deep trouble already.
Okay, alright, I like that.
So he's got to find the move, knight to h6. And you're not going to take the pawn here, but what you've accomplished, you see how awkward this knight is now?
Yeah.
You've basically provoked him into placing his knight on a very awkward position. Now,
okay, so I'm looking forward off of my first knight development. After I have my pawns and bishop in the middle, I want to look for the g5, attacking that central pawn. Okay.
Good way of defending the pawn. If he brings his bishop out, you're going to take it. And now I wouldn't even take it with the knight. I would bring my queen out to g4 and then take it with the queen. And he's in deep trouble already.
Okay, alright, I like that. I'm a little confused though. What if he just what if he just pushes pawn up though? He exposes a weakness, but how do I capitalize off the weakness? Because I would be down a bishop. I guess I'm a little confused on that. Ludwig today, Magnus tomorrow. I like that. God, I have to take a shit. This is getting the shit worked up in me. Are you nervous? I am. This is the finals, and I would actually like to win. If I'm gonna lose to anyone, though, I'd rather it be Ludwig since he's a friend, so I'm fine with that. But I still would obviously like to win. I'm not really like a super competitive dude or anything, but I would very much like to win. I'm not gonna shit now, I'll be fine. Even, like, having to shit might make me play better. The legendary shit open. Yeah. The classics. Amen. Thank you, Big Steam, for the bits. Match in 5 minutes. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready for the action. Take a shit and play him on your phone. That'd be such a power move. If I go in there right now to try and take a shit, I'm not gonna... Well, you know what? It's worth a try. I'll be back in just a sec.
Before he changed music,
Hands off the table, Reginald. Stop making that noise.
he had to reinvent
Can you even play the piano in those?
himself.
Elton John.
Rocket Man.
So, how's your day going?
Oh, 10th time today I've climbed those castle steps.
This guy's persistent.
What's that?
Oh, that's Eno from Capital One.
Eno from Capital One. Eno from Capital One.
It's the Capital One assistant that looks out for charges which might surprise you and helps you fix them.
So Eno from Capital One's looking out for your coin when you're not.
Exactly. What's in your wallet?
Get the part you need from the comfort of your garage. Order online or via the Advanced Auto Parts mobile app with Advanced Same Day. Get same day pickup, same day curbside, or same day delivery. Advance how you order, how you get parts, how you keep moving. Advance your auto. Advance Auto Parts.
They are the heroes, helping on the front lines. Here's one small way you can help them in return. Complete your 2020 census today. Census data helps communities plan funding for hospitals and emergency services. Respond now at 2020census.gov.
Thanks, Clue, for the shit advice. It sounds good, QB. Holy
They are the heroes, helping on the front lines. Here's one small for hospitals and emergency services. Respond now at 2020census.gov.
Oh. Thanks, Clue, for the shit advice. It sounds good, QB. Holy shit. Appreciate the fat 50 gift subs train. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'll try and squeak this big dub out for you. God damn, man. Thank you. That's just what I needed. That's all I needed. Fat 50 gift subs, now it's a guaranteed dubski. Thank you, man. That's a lot. And thanks for the... Yeah, Ludwig is a scary chess player, man. He really is. Thanks for the tier 1. Sorry, bro. I love you. That man's fearsome. He'll rip the hair right off your chest. You better end this match with a stalemate. If I'm behind, I'm offering a draw. And if Ludwig doesn't accept it, he's a coward. That's him saying, I can't beat Charlie in a blitz game. That's what he's saying if he doesn't accept my draw. If it comes to that. Yeah, this one's for Belle Delphine. This one's for every gamer that didn't get that date to prom this year. This one's for all of you, baby. We're taking it home. The real men. Thanks to the prime shiz. Go for the King's Gambit. Ooh, sack the king. That's a big plan. That's a big idea. Thanks for the gift sub, Cave. Is it game time? Ooh, baby. Alright, thanks to the prime Clommy. Oh, man. Thanks to the prime Chase. Thanks for the tier 1 Lucky. I'm really concerned about the opening Hans just taught Ludwig, man. Oh shit, alright, game time. Doing great on time so far. Ludwig's falling apart. He's already... Oh, yes! Yes! That's in the books. Bang! Bang! I knew it. I knew I was too much for him. What is this? What is this garbage? Already on to game 2? Alright. should have came in here. Yeah, actually I couldn't have, no matter what. I couldn't hold the pin because he immediately pushed up. I need to castle, man. I have a plan. No, it won't work. En passant! I totally forgot about En passant! Yo, this guy's a madman! Hans taught him that, huh? I totally forgot about En passant! That's fucking huge! Holy shit! Oh, the En passant! Zoinks! That's a fucking tilter right there. Oh my god! I just saw an en passant. That's fucking big! I'm unironically kind of fucking proud of him for on-desanting that. That was pretty dirty. That was a little filthy. That en passant was a little goddamn filthy. So now I blundered a pawn because of that. I should have protected. But now the bishop's moved. Does that get me anything? Can't do that. I don't want my rook in this crossfire. Alright, I'm taking too much time. That was bad. This is a forkable square. If I can get that defender off. I don't like that. I don't like that. The hanging pawn. So that's opened up this pawn, but I don't get anything out of this. Hmm. Blunder! Blunder artist, baby! Just play time. I just need to play time.
You've come. Friends, the door of fate shall open. I've been waiting.
Ah! Yes! Yes! Fuck! Yes! What a fucking blunder! Oh, that's huge! Oh man, I played like dog shit! Again! Again! This was a gamble coming up here. I am so happy that fucking panned out. 68% accuracy, yeah. Oh, thanks for the fat raid, Chess. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. That'll pump some blood to your wiener real quick, let me tell you what. Forget everything you think you know about throbbing. If my ankle wasn't injured, if I wasn't on the injury reserve, I would have been jumping up and down like a motherfucker. Thanks to the tier 1 family friendly. Oh, goodness me, that is an ass greaser right there. Whew. That was fucking tough, Ludwig. I had to work for that shit, man. You had me sweating. Ah, shit. Thank you for the gift sub and the tier 1 dev. Primes, welcome aboard. Means a lot. Ah, shit. Whew. God damn. Actually, the gift sub Matt, the Prime Casual, and the resub Himao, the Prime Hermit. Shit, are we just doing a rematch, or I thought they were going to take us into the next one? How does this work? That en passant was a fucking beauty, Lud. That was a beautiful en passant. That put it right in my dick. Thanks to the tier 1 Batman. Chess stream is down. Okay, I can wait. I'm not in a rush, I guess. Oh, god damn. Whew. What a fucking game. They rated Ludwig? What do you mean? They rated here too. Oh, does that mean we're just starting? I mean, I'm fine to wait. It's up to Ludwig. If he wants to rematch now, I'm fine. If he wants to wait, I'm fine. I'm in no rush. Whoa, baby. What a close game. Thanks to the Prime Schnitzel and Comrade. Oh, goodness God. Yeah, that was a rough blunder for him. I think he was just worried about a draw from repetition. So he just panic played this without recognizing where my queen was. Thanks to the Prime Thomas, the gift sub Midnight, the Prime Morn and Pinky. Fuck. I mean, if we want to do only one game, I'm fine with that too. I mean, I'm fine with whatever we decide here. One game sounds even better to me, to be honest. I mean, Ludwig's a busy guy. You know, I still got Last of Us 2 to go through. I mean, do we just want to do best of one? You know, best man one? Thanks to the tier 1 rent man. Shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Daniel's right. Okay, yeah, I definitely fucked around a little too long with my development. 100%.
You've come.
100%.
Friends.
Another raid.
The
Thank you,
door
Chess.
of fate shall open.
Thanks to tier 1 new type of vigilante.
I've been waiting for you, friends.
In the prime cave. Apparently the chess stream went down. So they sent you all to my Thunderdome, my dojo of Greece. Oh, the chess stream died before I won? That's fucked up. Oh, that's awfully convenient. What the fuck is that about? You know, at that point, I just need to be the crown king. Like, you know, out of sheer respect. Like, that's just, you know, that's wrong what you did to me. That's fucking wrong. Thanks to the prime trigger happy. Double the prize. Yeah, if you double the prize, I'll play a second game. Oh, fuck. Alright. Technically, if we're counting the aborted game in the first one, I've already won 2 matches. Is this the actual game here? Are we playing? Alright, I'm just gonna do normal development, nothing fancy. What do I take with? I think just a pawn. Knight's hanging. That was fucking dumb. Oh my god. I tunnel visioned. Shit. Fuck, that was dumb. Shit. I had a fucking idea. And I fucked it up. Shit. Shit. I'll try it. Yeah, looks about right. Ooh. Ooh. How do I offer a draw? Yuck. Oh man, I fell apart. I needed to drop. Yeah. I'll bow out with some dignity. Alright, just take me to the 3-minute match. Oh, yucky. Ooh. Yeah, I had an idea for a cheesy checkmate and I blundered this rook down here and it really fucked me. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. That's fucking rough. I think maybe I focused a little too hard on tactics and then immediately fell apart when I messed up my idea, I think. Yuck. Yeah. Yeah. That was bad. Yeah. That's a rough one. That's a sad one right there. No excuses for that one. That's a real sad one. But if my plan worked out, if I had pulled off what I had in my head, I think I had something kind of special. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know why I risked it. Because that's what I've been practicing is tactics. I literally did 532 puzzles of forks and double attacks. And I saw something, maybe, that I could have prepped, but my prep cost me a rook. And that's where it all went downhill. Yeah, I can't look at chat while I'm playing. That'd be cheating. You didn't see it. Ah, fuck. I hate 3-minute chess. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, he didn't see it. Bang! I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yes. In a 3-minute game with 2 blunders, I still found that checkmate. You're fucking champion, baby. That's fucking right. I was eyeballing that checkmate for so fucking long when it came down to just bishop and rook. I saw that so early too. I just needed so many moves to set it up. That is beautiful. Beautiful. My fucking third eye opened on that one. That is 500 and that actually was super. Bang! I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yes. In a 3-minute game with 2 blunders, I still found that checkmate. You're fucking champion, baby. That's fucking right. I was eyeballing that checkmate for so fucking long when it came down to just bishop and rook. I saw that so early too. I just needed so many moves to set it up. That is beautiful. Beautiful. My fucking third eye opened on that one. That is 500. That actually was super helpful. Yeah, thanks for the fat 10 gift subs hat. Thank you, Meadow, for the fat 30 gift subs. This fork, where I push pawn, he took pawn, I won his knight, that's big. That is literally what works in winning a piece. Not really a fork, it's just winning a piece. Through check. Out by the big dogs. Still squeaked it out. A lot of mistakes. Lot of mistakes, though, that needs to happen there. But luckily, I have the like, I don't sweat very much, but with chess, I'm looking like a goddamn pig. Absolutely spectacular matches, Ludwig. Are you entering Twitch Rivals, man? I want to see you in there. Alright, I'm hopping in for the interview. I want to talk to my man. Thanks for the fat 50 gift subs, Chess. Appreciate that. Thank you. Alright.
Hey, what's up, Charlie?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, man. So actually, multiple times, maybe 20, 30K each. Well, yeah. So I think you have all the viewers. We're with Lud and just talk about the game. You guys are welcome to do that, obviously, or whatever you want to do, man. I know he just rated you too, so.
Yeah, I want to let me know.
Awesome. Cool.
That is literally what works in winning a piece. Not really a fork, it's just winning a piece. Through check. Out by the big mistakes. Absolutely spectacular matches, Ludwig. Are you entering Twitch Rivals, man? I want to see you in there. Alright, I'm hopping in for the interview. I want to talk to my man. Thanks for the fat 50 gift subs, Chess. Appreciate that. Thank you. Alright.
Hey, what's up, Charlie?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, man. So actually, multiple times, maybe 20, 30K each. Well, yeah. So I think you have all the viewers. We're with Lud and just talk about the game. You guys are welcome to do that, obviously, or whatever you want to do, man. I know he just rated you too, so.
Yeah, I want to let me know.
Awesome. Cool. All right.
See ya.
Talk to you soon, man. Bye.
Alright. My boy's on the line.
Congrats.
No, man. Reading the fucking midnight readings are a machine.
Yeah, I felt really good game 1 until that giant fucking, and then I felt really good game 2, and then game 3, you were so prepped.
I wouldn't say prepped. I did blunder a lot of pieces in this game. I just saw a checkmate and just dialed in like some kind of goddamn hound dog who just smelt meat. Like,
Let's not
Tim, give
Of course, man. Your team Danya, I have to assume.
Of course, for life.
Yeah. I think Hess he doesn't fully hate me yet, so I might be team Hess. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. That sounds good.
Hikaru will attempt to be team XQC and 50-50 on he shows up or not. XQC at the end of the day.
Yeah, we both did. I heard that XQC played like a madman in one of your games, though.
92% accuracy.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's
crazy.
godlike shit.
I did 97 our second game again with XQC.
Damn.
It was truly a battle of titans. Oh, I'm so happy we went to the 3-0.
Yeah, me too, man. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wish I didn't get like spread so wide open in the second game by you, but I'm at least glad we got to the 3-0 here.
Yeah, second game we've played that before. That same so I was kind of used to your shenanigans on C2.
I know, man. It was a bit of a gambit. It didn't pay off. The old Charlie Stinkeroonie wasn't really working for me there.
I think it's like a chump check, right? You're up a game, so I have to win. So I think it's a good chump check, but yeah, I don't want to take away from your celebration.
No, man, it's no celebration if you're not here. But if you want to head out, that's totally fine as well. I'll probably just go back to like Last of Us or some shit.
Oh, yeah, you're playing Last of Us?
Yeah, it's not that great, but I'm in it.
We'll wait for the moist meter. Everybody's waiting for it.
Well, of course. I mean, yeah, you can't form an opinion without the moist meter. Thanks for the prime, Jap Mamba, and the resub Gary.
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, I wish there was an analysis. I'm a little bummed there isn't an analysis. I feel like this was the game everybody was looking for. All right, there's a reason that the consolation was after the championship.
Exactly. This was the actual championship. The fucking winners bracket. Like, who cares? Who even played? I don't even remember. I forgot.
I don't even know. Yeah, whatever. I don't even know what they're doing.
Are they even playing chess? What was it, like a Valorant showdown or some garbage?
It was a weird Yeah, it was a guy plays League or something. I don't know. It's not it's not my chess. Not your father's chess.
No, that's some baby boy garbage right there.
But yeah, I got nothing. I'm gassed. It was a great day. I'm glad I made it to the finals. I'm glad I made it to game 3.
Yeah, great shit, man. You had a beautiful run. It was really nice to play against you again. Feel free, of course, to hit me up whenever. It doesn't have to be chess. Just whenever you want to hit up.
I have to find a new YouTube title now.
Thanks for the gift subs,
My title
Rod.
was going to be how I accidentally won a chess tournament. Now I need, like, how I accidentally almost won.
That even, I mean, come on. That almost even sounds better, right? Like,
it does sound pretty enticing. How did he almost win? That's interesting. That is enticing. Yeah, Hikaru's live too. If you wanna hop on a call with him, I'm sure you watch and has analysis.
Oh yeah, I'm up for whatever, man. Whatever the chess wave brings.
Let's bring Hikaru's. Oh, he's doing his starting soon screen.
Oh.
He listens to Backstreet Boys for his opening.
Who doesn't, man? They're great. It's a classic.
I guess that's the wave.
Yeah.
That's the wave, I guess. Oh, you should get on a call, Danya. You should get on a call, Danya.
Is he
call your boy.
Is he on?
I'm sure he is. There's no way he missed that. His prodigy.
He's at a chess camp. Like, he's teaching children with like terminal illnesses how to play chess or some shit. I don't remember.
Yeah, but it's not. You know what I mean? Illness is temporary. Winning's forever. And
That's
so you
true.
gotta sometimes make exceptions here and there.
Yeah, I'll try and work that angle on him.
I would just let him know. I would just ask him.
Yeah, I think I'll hit him up.
Yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your stream, but GG's again, man. Good games, good games.
Yeah, great game, man. Looking forward to seeing you soon, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Peace.
Yep. Thanks for the bits, man. All right, let's see. Is Daniel around? Oh, jeez. I'm sweating so goddamn hard. Thanks for the prime, Luft. Oh, man. Yeah. I actually didn't even get erect in this one. I wasn't kidding when I actually was talking about my throbbing cock. I was fully erect. This time, I feel like I've been here before. Like, I'm in the championship circle, and I'm getting the champagne shower, and it's like, business as usual. Thanks to the tier 1 Lumber Llama. Man, that was a real fun tournament. That was a lot of fun. Thanks to the tier 1 By Eyes. Appreciate the generosity. And the tier 1 Drongo Bones, thank you, welcome aboard. I should probably reply to that Twitch Rivals email though, before I forget. I'd hate to say I'm in it and then not reply, and then I'm not in it, and I can't ride this momentum. Though I imagine during Twitch Rivals it's just gonna be like this biblical crash and burn where I don't even make it out of the first round. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Lumber Llama. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the Prime Micro Hagrid. Who won? It was a clash of the titans. Me versus Ludwig, and I barely squeaked it out. Those were the hardest games of chess I think I have ever played. Hess and Voyboy want to talk? I'm super up for it. How do I hop in? Is there like a link? Let me see. I don't have like an email or anything. Thanks to Prime Praetoria and the tier 1 King of Acorns. Am I gonna keep playing chess after this? What if I just said no? What if I just said nah, fuck it, I hate chess? Nah, I only did this as a joke, to make fun of you chess players. How would you feel? Would you even be upset, or would you respect that? Daniel said he'll be home in like a couple hours, so yeah, he's deep in that chess camp. Check Twitter. Okay. What am I looking for? Okay, someone sent me a goatsy. Is that what you wanted me to see? Charlie, check Twitter. There's something special for you. Yeah, I don't know. What am I looking for? I don't have any Twitter DMs. All I see in my mentions is goatsy. Well, I mean, there's more than that, but the only thing I think you're drawing my attention to is the goatsy. Oh, Voyboy. Okay. Okay, I see, I see. Voyboy won today, didn't he? Obviously, Ludwig and I were just kidding around. He won today, didn't he? Yeah. So big congrats are in order for him as well. Alright, I'll hop in. Thanks to the tier 1 Diavolo and Raffle Stompy.
You've come. Friends. The door of fate.
Thanks,
shall
Ludwig.
open.
Appreciate the raid, man.
I've been waiting for you, friends.
Okay. Man, this is gonna be such a goddamn shame when after chess here we go back to Last of Us 2 only to fucking fall asleep to that story. But I do want to beat it. Riding all of this fucking energy and this high only to go back to, hey, fuck this. No, fuck you. No, fuck you. Okay, fuck me. End of scene. Alright, I think... Alright, this should work. It's not letting me send this. Hikaru is calling? Where at? Oh man, we got the BBC and everyone coming in to interview the champ. I like it. That's what I like to fucking see. That's what I like to fucking see. Nobody believed in me except you guys. Except for you guys. You guys believed in me. You said, Charlie, you fucking suck at chess, but I'm gonna root for you because I think it's a good joke. That's all I needed. That's actually all I needed. There it is. Yeah, the 31K is just normal. It's actually a small stream for me today, actually. It's because of Last of Us 2. I was playing Last of Us 2, and, you know, people just don't really want to see that right now. They're not trying to get, like, an insomnia cure, so... We're a little low on viewers today, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Thanks for the tier 1 Smagami.
Can I jump with you guys in like 5 minutes?
Sure.
Sorry, I thought this was. I have to talk. I do an interview with MOISTCRITIKAL first.
He's in here too.
Yeah, I'm in here, man.
Oh, everyone's in here. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's the party in
no
here.
idea. Sorry.
It's all good, man.
Like the big group chat, yeah.
Thanks for tier 1 Ryan.
Yo, congrats, Charlie. Hey, well played, man.
Thank you, man, and congrats to you as well. You took home that fat 10K stack, bro. I'm down here with my participation trophy.
Nah, dude, you earned it, man. No, we're fit. Honestly, we're officially chess world champions, man. How does that feel?
It feels
to me. That feels amazing.
Not only are we chess world champions, boy, we are the first Twitch chess world champions, bro.
True. We're like pioneers.
Yeah, I know, man. We're breaking new ground here.
Let's go, dude.
So Charlie, I don't know if you were aware, but the whole chess.com stream basically crashed. So like I actually didn't see the last 2 games that you played. But how did it feel? Because I know in most of the matches that you played, the last 2 especially, it went to this 3-minute game. Did you feel like confident or not confident? Like, what were your feelings in general?
Well, I did a ton of puzzles for Double Attack and Fork last night in particular. I did 532 in like 2.5 hours, so that's mainly what I was looking for, and I felt
holy shit.
Yeah, I was going hard for prep, so I was looking for those kind of attacks, and when I wasn't finding them, it made me panic a little bit. But as the games developed, I started to see them more and more, and then the confidence grew, and then I was able to find some lucky little checkmates around here.
Well, like I saw this last game you played, and actually the very end of the game was really impressive. The checkmate idea that you found with that Bishop G1 check, and then your Rook E3. I thought it was really nice when I just ran through the game really quickly. Just at the end, I thought it was a really nice checkmating pattern that you would not normally like. I wouldn't expect someone to see that, especially in a really quick game. So I thought that was really impressive. It makes sense that you saw it since you had been doing so many puzzles. That was amazing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I mean, that really speaks volumes to the puzzles, though. Like, my subhuman intellect would not have spotted that had I not played so many puzzles just before this. So the chess.com puzzles are actually pretty nuts.
Yeah, I think it's great that you... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say... Sorry. Me? Should I go?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, like, agreed. Also, respect to that dedication.
I'm not even trying to add. It's shit's
like, a
great.
hyperbolic time chamber. I actually feel the same. Like, I did hella puzzles, spammed so many games, like, the last, like, week. I feel like if, like, I don't want to speak on your behalf, but I feel like if me or you didn't, like, put in that effort and, like, fucking, and train our asses off, like, it would have been, you know, I don't think we'd be sitting here right now. So it definitely shows that it helps a lot if you, like, actually practice and apply yourself.
Oh, absolutely, man. And again, I'm not sponsored by chess.com. Those puzzles are just kind of fucking nutty. Like, they're pretty impressive.
Hint.
Critical, let me ask you a question, because most of this tournament you were playing with that 10-minute and 5-second increment. How did you change the pace to get to a blitz game? Because it's a very different feel.
Because, well, my training after my loss to Yasuo consisted of just getting my cheeks spread in 3-minute blitz games for like 5 days. So I dropped like 200-something rating. And I guess just over time, after getting beaten down so often, I was able to just kind of get a feel for how to manage time better. So ultimately, like, it didn't feel good at the time, but it did help with, you know, managing this. Because otherwise, I would have definitely timed myself out here again.
Right. You played an amazing last game. The ideas you were coming up with, some of them were quite adventurous and risky, but you were combating his threats extremely well. So I was really impressed while Boy and I were commentating on it.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah. It's really just got lucky that I was able to find some of these things. Just pattern recognition, sometimes looking for these crazy ideas.
Yeah, when me and Hess were commentating, and you got the pawn takes bishop fork into the knight, we were just going crazy. Like, damn, you got it like instantly too. It was a respect, man.
Thank you, man. I was eyeballing that bad boy for a little while.
Looking juicy.
Wow.
This was a fun tournament.
So like Charlie, since we didn't actually have you on after it all ended, how did you feel about the whole experience? Because I know you, much like Voy Boy, you played when you were a lot younger. Like, what were your overall impressions?
Well, I obviously enjoyed it, and I feel like I'm a lot better now, even though my rating is a lot lower than it was when I was active. I feel like the rating was high just because I was playing on, like, fucking Kids Bop version of chess. I was playing on, like, Smart Chess or something, so my rating was, like, 1400. So for a little while, I was a little discouraged coming back, because I'm like, damn, I'm hard stuck at, like, 700 and 800, but I feel like with all the training and all that, with Daniel Naroditsky, of course, the Prophet, I feel like I've just become a much better chess player, and the tournament's just been a ton of fun playing against, like, my friends and people I already watched. So it's been a really good experience. I feel like I can take on the world, perhaps even international master in the future at some point. Voy Boy and I going over the board for like a GM promotion or something.
Let's go, dude. You know, officially, me and Charlie, would you guys agree we earned our first out of 3 GM norms by winning this tournament, right?
I agree.
Or
maybe by the percentages. Yeah, but you guys were
Thanks,
great though. I mean, like I thought both of you guys, you kept it together. Like, it's weird, but even though I've been a professional chess player for a long time, and maybe maybe it's different for you, like Voy Boy playing in League. But I'm not used to actually playing in front of this many people. Like, even though there are a lot of people watching on the internet, even at this high level, it's usually a smaller audience. So I thought the fact that you both kept it together in the critical moments was just it's amazing. Because it was like, I don't know, 80,000 or whatever the numbers were. Like, it could have definitely gotten to both of you. So I thought it was just fantastic.
Yeah, I can't speak for Voy Boy, but it's stressful, man. If you make one bad move, your chat will never let you forget about that move. It'll haunt you for the rest of your life in the fucking Twitch community, man. You can make the best moves in the world, but the second you blunder, you will never hear the end of it.
Yeah,
critical. That's why I commentate on other people's games instead of play them myself.
It's safer,
Can't make mistakes that way.
Yeah, they won't get the hitman after you or something because of a bad move.
Just like wake up in the middle of the night screaming like, "Pod the G5! What the fuck was I thinking?
What were you seeing?"
It's like a cold sweat.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I was like shaking, dude, like the whole time. I was nervous as fuck. When I dropped the first game and I played bad, like I don't know. I had to like reset mentally and just like bring myself together, but it was not easy, to be honest. And like I played so many like league tournaments in front of like, the world stage and all this stuff, but I don't know. This was actually like, I was more nervous for this than probably any like LCS match or anything like I've played in my life. So I don't know, dude. Chess it's intense, man. When I won like the last game, I like jumped out of my chair. I was just like shaking. Like it was so ridiculous.
I feel that too, man, because it's a game that's entirely on you. Like if you make a mistake, there is no one to blame. And I'm the kind of guy that's always looking for an excuse. I was trying to be like, thinking of a good excuse for why I lost. Like I'd be a grandmaster in excuses, but I couldn't think of shit because it's chess, right? It's tough. It's fucking tough.
Wait, what if you were thinking of excuses during the third game, and instead of finding the winning move, you were like, okay, how do I play this off if I do lose?
Yeah,
and your brain clouded and shit. And no.
I would have never been able to sleep again.
Oh man, how did you bounce back from that second game? Because you won the first game, that was a really long game. The second one kind of got out of hand pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So how did you calm yourself down to get ready for not just a third game, but a different time control after a loss?
Oh, that's my secret. I didn't. I came in there panicking real hard. I wasn't calm. I just looked for those crazy ideas because at that point I figured, you know what, it's a 3-minute game. If I do lose this, it's it's just one of those things. So I just kind of played a little recklessly, which is really helped find this kind of checkmate here because this was like, I don't even know how many moves it took me. I think it took me 6 moves to set up this checkmate.
Yeah, it was nutty.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was a really nice checkmate though. But yeah, I mean, I thought in general the way you played, the way you came back in so many of the matches it was phenomenal, Charlie. It really was, because I think I felt actually you should have been in the champions bracket. You lost this really unfortunate game to, I think it was Yasuo, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was a tough one.
Cost you a shot, but yeah, you bounced back, and I mean, just definitely all that hard work. I guess it definitely paid off for you. So congrats once again.
Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate it, and really appreciate the tournament, man. Hopefully you guys do more things like this because this was a lot of fun. I think I can speak for most people who competed. It was just a good experience all around, I'd say.
Agreed. No, it was awesome.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Certainly, I think it was a lot of fun watching everybody compete. And then I think also the other thing that I really liked was at the end, like it wasn't these 2-0, it wasn't like 2 games and over. Like all these matches were really close, and so many of these tiebreakers. Which I think it shows that everyone just had a great time, put in a lot of work. So I mean, congrats once again to both of you guys. So you both deserve to win your respective brackets, and hopefully there's more in the future. I think.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man. And also, Void Boy, feel free to hit me up whenever, man.
All right, sounds good, bro. I will definitely do that, man.
All right, well, you all have a great day now, and thanks again. Looking forward to more.
Yeah, congrats again.
Thanks,
and
guys.
Some great stream,
Thanks,
you guys.
everyone. Congrats again, bro.
Hey, congrats to you as well. Take it easy, everyone.
See ya. Peace.
All right, I see the chat. I'll light the candle. I'll light the candle. We came out victorious. I'll light Gwyneth Paltrow's fucking vagina candle. Gwyneth, I'm gonna tell you right now, Gwyneth Paltrow's pussy has never smelt this good. This is gonna be a refreshing fragrance instead of a deplorable, diabolical odor. Okay, I'm just having a hard time lighting. Okay, hold on. There it is, boys. This smells like my vagina after winning a fat fucking chess tournament. I did it for us. I told you I would if I won. It's only fair. I don't like lighting this because there's only so much of Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina wax in there, so I don't want to lose it all. But I did order This Smells Like My Orgasm, so I will have another one just in case. I'll have 2 different brands. Oh, goddamn happy. That felt fantastic. Really glad I got to go up against Ludwig, too. Thanks to the Prime Mr. Money. Alright. Now, I know no one wants this. This is a far cry from what we just experienced, but who's ready for some Last of Us 2, huh? Huh? Who wants to hear some of that, huh? How we feeling about that shit, eh? Thanks for the gift sub, Knight of Legend. I'm fucking sorry to do it to you, but I do want to beat the game. It's just not very good right now. I'm sorry, team. There will be more chess, of course. I'll be in the Twitch Rivals. I'll still be practicing with Daniel. So if you're here for more chess content, shit like that, it's gonna be coming. But I do want to beat Last of Us 2. I mean, shit, I owe it to it. I fucking love the first one. The second one's kind of a little bit of a hemorrhoid on the franchise, but I'll see it through. Maybe it gets better. We'll see. Thanks, Slop. I'm gonna go take a piss. Might even ejaculate. There's really no telling what's gonna come out of my wiener with this kind of energy surrounding me. So I'm gonna go take care of that, fill up my water, and then I will be back in just 1 second. Here. I'll keep chess up for now so you don't have to look at Last of Us for a minute. Thanks to the Prime Caesar. You want to celebrate? You want to celebrate? Yes! Woo! The champion! Woo! Woo! Oh, I know. Good girl. Alright. It's time. Let's just do it. We're ripping it off like a band-aid. Just gonna rip it off like a band-aid. We're going in. Alright. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt you, or it's gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. Oh, my PS4 turned itself off out of boredom, I guess. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Pikachu. Now you're gonna watch those viewers fucking plummet. The fuck is this? Last of Us 2? I heard this game sucks. Again, I totally understand. You don't have to stay. It's alright. You don't need like a doctor's note. You don't need to tell me